Well, I'm Aaron King. I live in Stillmass, Colorado. Got into yoga back in 1998. I was living in LA, working for BMG, Bertelsmann Music Group, and my buddy, who was writing a business plan for At One Yoga, told me to come check out a yoga class, and I was not a yogi. I grew up, playing a lot of sports, and I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and was pretty strong and flexible, but not really spiritual that much, and into the yoga practice. So my buddy brought me in, and I took this class in LA. My first class was from Bikram, Mr. Bikram, and it was just way too hot for me, and I don't know, it was a little too military for me. So I went and took Brian Kest's class, and the words he was talking about just opened my entire world to just how I was living, shifting my perspective of, a smoother, sort of healthier lifestyle. And from that day forward, it was literally June, I think it was June of 98. And I moved to Scottsdale, Arizona with my buddy. And, we opened At One Yoga. We had 3 of them there. Took a ton of teacher trainings. My teachers were kind of Sean Korn, Brian Kest, Johnny Kest, Vinyasa flow, and Ashtanga yoga. And then I just started to combine my own sort of sequence and flow and energy mixed with the music from my music background. So my favorite bands in the world were the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia, and Fish now, along with, Bob Marley's Beautiful Message. And I met a lot of great rappers like the Notorious B.I.G. right before he died, and just trying to incorporate the music with the flow to create the KingYoga experience. So that, in a nutshell, is sort of my path to getting here. After we had 3 studios in Scottsdale, then I moved to Aspen in 2004 and opened KingYoga. My last name's King. In the ABC for 12 and a half years, closed it down, took a year off, and then came back. And then the pandemic hit as I was going to open 2 more studios, one in Aspen and one in Snowmass right up the street from me. The Snowmass studio is ready to go, but the COVID is a little bit challenging. So trying to navigate and figure out ways of opening safely. And I've been teaching a lot of yoga outside. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm waiting for the Aspen studio to open. But for me, the most important thing about the yoga practice is what it's done for me is it's really allowed me to a health balance, finding my breath, using my life for service, and to really find out who I am more or less. And for me, the yoga mat is the healthiest spot for me to do it. It's a safe, healing space. And, the most important thing is really listening to your body, only doing what feels right, and trying to create this sense of awareness, of mindfulness of the space within, the space around, so that we can use that in a healthier balance off our mat. So honored to be here with you. I won't bother you with too much. If you guys don't mind shutting your music or just muting you guys, so I don't have to hear all the dogs barking, that'd be awesome. We're gonna start in child's pose. So obviously, if you guys have any injuries, please only do what feels right. Always, you're responsible for yourself. It's a healing modality. It's not a sport. So be careful. We're going to sit back in child's pose. So as you come onto your knees, we're going to walk our hands forward towards the corners of your mat and then rest your forehead down. And we just center and ground ourselves in this space. And we commit to being on our mat for this hour and 20 minutes. Really looking inward, taking breaks. This is your spot if you ever need a break. And the breath that we embrace is called the Ujjayi pranayamic breath. And it's closing your lips, allowing your tongue to be on the roof of your mouth. And it kind of nestles in behind your 2 front teeth, your tongue. And you start to breathe in and out deeply through your nose. So it's a slow draw in. And then a long letting go exhale out. Just begin to slow your mind down. Take a good 5, 7 deep breaths in and out through your nose. And I did a Spotify playlist. It's under KingYoga, one word. If you guys, I think Jillian gave that to you. You can download that and start it. Sorry, I didn't forget about that. But so your breath, most important part, it truly guides us through the practice. And then I'm just going to talk about our bandhas. Mula bandha, our root lock. So it's like a Kegel or a Kegel at the bottom of your exhale. You're lifting from your pelvic floor. That's your Mula bandha. And then your Uddiyana bandha, your flying up lock right below your belly button, draws back to your spine and up to your heart. So we start to breathe in and out through your nose as it guides us. Inhale up onto all fours. So hands below your shoulders. So my pointer finger forward. I'm just going to do the practice and you guys can follow me if you're new to yoga. Okay, inhale, rolling your forearms open, broaden your collarbones, gaze forward slightly. As I exhale, draw my belly in, tuck my tail, looking at my knees, full breath out. Inhale, nose, throat, heart, relax your shoulders back. Gaze slightly forward. Exhale, rounding your spine. So beginning to link the movements to the breath. You got 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Teeth are soft. 2 more. Inhale. Feel your tongue right to the roof of your mouth. Exhale. 1 more time. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Okay, reverse your fingers towards your knees or your hands out to the sides. That works too, depending on the level of tightness in your wrists. I kind of have a little wrist injury, so I got to be careful. Okay, big breath in, shoulders back, gaze slightly forward. I'm not looking too high, just even past your back. Exhale, round spine, gaze your thighs. Inhale, nose, throat, heart. Exhale, heart, throat, nose. Belly lift, whole breath out. Last 2, big breath in. Just building this positive energy, vibration, clarity. Last 1, big breath. Great job. Exhale it out. Reverse your hands, fingers forward. Okay, right leg back. Down forward. Please mute if you guys can, man. Okay, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, full extension, forward leg back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Okay, now smooth. You're going to reach back. Left hand for your right foot. And I'm trying to lift out of my right wrist as I'm gently kicking my foot back over my left shoulder open. Mute, 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 mute. Okay, release. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, lower belly in. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Squeeze. You got 6 of them. Inhale. Exhale. Ride the wave of your breath. Feel it. Finding this healthy balance, this positive flow of energy. Reach back, right hand, left foot. You got to get this energy moving throughout our body, especially deep into the cores of our body, our shoulders, our hips, our heart. Releasing your foot. Okay, carefully, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit. So hands are flat. I'm looking right at my feet. The tendency is to want to lock your elbows at your knees. Try not to do it. That little bend to your knees helps to lift the weight out of your wrists and back into your tail. And then my shoulders down my back. My head is heavy. I'm in an inverted V. And then eventually your heels to the floor. But not if the weight comes forward. And just take 5 deep breaths into the back side of your body, our intuitive side, as we listen to our intuition, trusting ourselves a little bit more every day. Bottom of your exhale, step to the top. Take your feet hip width apart. Big breath in for length, hands on your shins. I'm trying to create this flat back. Good, grab hold of your elbows and hang forward. If your hamstrings are screaming at you, bend your knees a little or a lot. Fan your toes out wide. And follow every inhale in, every exhale out. Sway your body perhaps a little bit from side to side, linking the movements to the breath. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Carefully allow your hands to fall right over the back of your head. Beautiful. Bending your knees, right hand below your ear, left hand to the sky as you twist to the left. Try to feel the back of your head and the back side of your body. And I'm always lengthening first. Twisting second. And I'm twisting with compassion, not aggression.
Not what? Aggression.
Not aggression.
Or aggressive.
Yeah. Compassion.
Okay, right hand down, bend your knees, roll yourself up to standing, reach high to the sky. Hands fall to your heart center, Samastiti. Okay, strong core, beautiful posture here. Okay, inhale, sun A, Surya Namaskar A, salute to the sun A. Inhale, reach up high. Swan dive forward, slight bend to your knees, allow your head and hands to fall to the floor. Big breath in for length, lift the back of your heart. Step back, top of a push-up. So very strong in your legs, shoulders in my sockets. Knees down for the first one. I'm going to gaze past my mat. Elbows squeeze near the midline as I lower all the way down. Inhale, low cobra, rolling my shoulders back as I open my heart. Exhale, heart to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, heart to the floor. Good. Last one. Be aware. Good. Heart to the floor. Curl your toes, top of a push-up, and then downward facing dog. Looking at your feet to your knees, little bend to your knees. Outer arms wrapping around, hands are flat, gaze is right at your feet. Last breath here, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or jump up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale every time, use your stomach and your shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Exhale, hands fall to our heart. Awesome. Okay, again, inhale, reach up, lower belly initiates your inhale, gaze to your hand. Good, bow from your waist as you pour your heart forward, any tension or stress out. Big inhale, right through the crown of your head. Step back, top of a push-up. Shoulders in your sockets. Okay, if you like Chaturanga Dandasana, it's elbows in, you're lowering halfway down, like 2 inches. Then tops of my feet. Upward dog, I'm lifting my thighs, peeling my heart open. Gaze would go a little up the wall. And then downward dog, exhale. Slight bend to your knees every time. Outer arms wrap around. And just enjoy your breath, man. It's all about getting to know ourselves better. Our habits, our tendencies, our patterns. When we create a healthier lifestyle for ourselves and each other, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Take a big breath in for length, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Grounding to your feet, use your stomach. Sweep your arms to standing. Hands at our heart. Okay, variation of sun B, Utkatasana. So you're gonna rock the way back into your heels, lift your arms up. So I'm in like the seated chair pose, like I'm sitting into a chair. If it hurts your shoulders at all, hands to your heart. But strong tummy. Okay, airplane arms, I'm gonna drop my hands back, palms face the floor. Gazing past my toes, lift your heels.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, sit back, inhale, seated chair, reach up. Okay, for second twist, left elbow outside your right knee. Now you're gonna stack your right shoulder on top of your left. Your hands can be flat, thumbs at your heart. Maybe your left hand outside your foot to the floor, right hand to the sky. The most important part of the practice is your breath, so breathe. We move our body in all different directions to keep this energy and vibration alive, man. Untwist seated chair, right elbow, left knee will twist the other way. Okay, maybe extending your right hand low, your left hand high. I'm just trying to lower my tush a little, last 2. Beautiful. Untwist, very active seated chair. And folding forward, exhale, Uttanasana. Big inhale for length. Step back, left foot. Okay, you're in a nice deep runner's lunge. Inhale, Crescent Pose. The modification would be dropping to your knee. If not, my inner thighs hug to the midline, my hips are square. For my belly button down, I'm sinking, belly button up, I'm lifting. Okay, gaze would go up, shoulders back as I cactus my arms open. Inhale, reach up. Good, exhale, open. One more time. And then letting our arms fall open. We are so vulnerable in the back bend. But we got to learn how to let go of things that are just weighing us down, holding us back. negativity, anger. It's wasting everyone's time. Letting go, tongue out, hand to your heart. Okay, right hand to my right knee, left hand to the floor. Right hand to the sky, say twist open towards my right knee. You can modify on your left knee if you need. Get 3 or 4 breaths. Big breath in. Twist open. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Okay, your eyes follow your right hand to the ground. Step back without dragging your toes. 3-legged dog. Okay, now I'm looking at my left ankle. Exhale, knee to my chin as I bring my shoulders forward. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, draw your belly in, squeeze without clenching your teeth. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. This just teaches us how light we're going to step our right foot forward on this one. Big step through right foot. Crescent pose, nice and light. Ground your foot as you rise up. Inner thighs drawing to the midline. Feel it. Beautiful. Hands down. Step back plank. Okay, you got 5 or 10 strong push-ups. Inhale, exhale. I like these little baby push-ups. And then upward dog. Inhale. Big, open, hard smile. And downward dog. Exhale. Awesome. Looking right at your feet. Arrive in downward dog. Audible exhale quietly through your mouth. Ah. Nice. Okay, left leg go left. Okay, exhale your knee to your chin. Bring your shoulders forward. Draw your belly in. Hold breath out. Inhale back. Okay, 4 more. Trying to become less reactive on our mat. And letting it carry over into our life off our mat. Big step through left side. Okay, crescent pose as you rise up. Inner thighs hug. Float. Okay, cactus open, shoulders back. I'm just hugging my scapula to open my heart. Inhale, reach up. I'm not compressing my lower back. It's just hugging the scapulas. Last one. And then setting myself free, man. Tongue out. Lion's roar, seal it in. Oh. Okay, right fingers down or your fist, left hand to the sky. Modification on your knee if you need. Left arm up. Head back. The twists are very detoxifying. Releasing impurity, sickness, disease, anger. Okay, left hand low, step back, 3-legged dog, left leg straight back. Okay, left knee, left shoulder. Here we go. You got 6 of them. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Okay, now using your stomach strength, big step through, same left foot. Inhale, root down to lift. Okay, we'll start a nice slow flow. Hands down. Step back plank. Going through what's called the Vinyasa, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg will lift. Right knee, right shoulder. Do as many as you want. You can do one good one. Got to practice a little less attachment. The art of letting go. One more. Okay, now using your core, big step through, same right foot. Ground your foot as you rise up, recycling this energy from Mother Earth into your body. Beautiful, hands down. We're gonna do 2 more per side, step back. Okay, knee is hard if you like that one. It's not a race. Ride your breath. Inhale, low cobra. Downward dog. Left foot forward, big step. Inner thighs give you that buoyancy, the lift. Exhale, follows your eyes on your hands down, stepping back, lowering strong. Big open heart, letting that heart of ours shine. Okay, 1 more per side, right foot. Inhale all the way up, crescent. Take breaks anytime you need. Own your power. It's a healing modality. It's not a sport. Inhale all the way up. Last side. And exhale. Last Chaturanga for a little while, building that strength, this heat in our body. Inhale, tops of our feet. Great job. Downward dog. Now, if you need a break onto your knees anytime, man, feel free. You'll never hurt my feelings, not one time. Imperative we listen to ourselves. We are our own best teachers. Okay, left leg will lift. Step through, left side, Crescent Pose, all the way up. Sanskrit, Anjaneyasana. Gaze would go up, cactus open twice. So many activities we do want to close our heart, sitting around our desk. We've got to find this balance by opening our chest, thumbs at our chest. Okay, now as we balance, warrior 3, we're going to feel this little back bend as we float. So I'm trying to get out of this. I want to levitate. Long and strong, feel it. Got to use your stomach. Okay, hands come to your heart. You're going to lift your right knee in and up. Now I'm going to grab hold of my knee first, just to try to give me this lift. Now you can see my spine long, and I'm going to reach up. What I'm trying to avoid is this. I'm just committed to my breath, being present on my mat. There's distractions around us all day, every day. Our lives are made up of millions and millions of decisions. If we are true to ourselves, our decision-making is going to be so much healthier for ourselves and those around us. Standing splits, both hands down your right leg lifts. Super careful not to overstretch my hamstring. Right knee, left calf. I'm going to internally rotate, touching my knee to my calf. Inhale, straight back. Good, knee to calf. So creating that mobility on the outside of my left hip. One more time. Okay, now I'm going to step all the way back, right foot flat. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. So left heel lines up with my right heel. I'm going to take my hands to my waist first, just to get my hips kind of squaring off. I don't want to roll onto the arch of my foot if I can avoid it. So outside of my back foot grounded. Rotation, feel it, both arms up. So Crescent Pose, you're square. Warrior 1, we're trying to get square. Interlace your hands behind your back. Opening up your chest for love, man. Freedom. Exhale, humbly bow. As you pour out any stress, tension, things that have been holding you back in your life. Heightening our self-awareness. What pushes our buttons? What keeps this fire lit within us, man, that motivates and inspires us every day to live the best version of ourselves? So we are shining brighter than we ever have. Inhale all the way up, but it's about coming together. Hands to my heart as I open my right toes. So I'm going to find this warrior 2. My feet are perpendicular now. I don't want my right hip coming forward in warrior 2. It's a double hip opener. Left knee to my baby toe, arms wide. Now I've got this line from my tail to my head. I'm not sticking my belly out. My belly's in, strong. Okay, now I'm going to look out of my left hand. You can feel those fingers spread out, energy pouring through. Okay, arms in eagle, left arm on top. Your right finger's in your left palm, you can feel it. And try to relax your shoulders down away from your ears a little bit. Just take 3 more breaths. So much tension, stress in our neck and shoulders, man. First step, identifying where we're holding it, what we're holding, warrior 2 arms. Then we can start to let it go. Reach back, reverse. Beautiful, warrior 2. Now I'm going to look out of my left middle finger. My back foot is flat. You can straighten your left leg anytime you'd like. Left forearm on my thigh, right hand to the sky, creating the space for my ribs and my thigh. Head back. So it's the extreme side angle stretch, right arm forward. You can see the line from my fingers to my heel. As I rotate my heart open, trying not to dig my elbow in my thigh too much, maybe both arms forward. I'm training myself to become less reactive. Life is so much harder off our mat. Left elbow, left thigh, right hand to the sky without overreacting. Warrior 2. Last 7 breaths. Get it while you're here. How low can you go where you're in control? Where you're healing yourself, not hurting. And straighten your left leg. Beautiful job. Bring your right toes in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to find this triangle pose. Reach back, reverse triangle. If you're hyper flexible in your knee, bend your knee a little, please. And then triangle, Trikanasana, reaching your left hand for your shin, your right hand high to the sky. So it's like you're getting a high five. Shoulders back, head back. And your right arm forward. Maybe look up to your wrist. And the rotation is your heart to the sky. Okay, right hand, right hip. We'll find our balancing. Half moon pose. So left fingers, left corner. My right heel, right hip, right shoulder are on about the same line. My right hand can go to the sky, or I can keep it on my hip. I don't want my right leg so high, just height to your hip. Oops. Okay, maybe. If your right hand goes up, your left hand's going to lift to your chest. If you can lift your heart a little bit away from the floor. And again, most important thing is your breathing. Or you're going to wobble over like I just did. Last one. Okay, smooth. Left fingers down, right hand, right hip. Step back, warrior two. And straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes in. Awesome job. Okay, with my fingers down, that's about the outsides of my feet. My breath is up and down my spine. I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back. Rolling my shoulders back. Freedom. Bend your knees a little as you bow forward. Hands fall over the back of your head. Now, I can personally feel like my teeth want to clench together. I'm going to relax my jaw. I'm going to surrender to my breath. I'm going to release my hands to my big toes. Big breath in for length, halfway lift. Okay, and I'm going to pull my heart through my knees. I'm going to lift my tailbone a little bit, and I'm going to float my shoulders. Okay, strong core. Halfway lift, flat back. Right hand below your right shoulder, left hand to the sky as we twist to the left. Again, the most common error in a lot of these twists is students like to put their chin on their chest. It just restricts the flow of our breath and the energy that we receive, so be aware. Beautiful job. Okay, smooth as you can. Left hand low, right hand high. We want to keep our spine young and alive. Less susceptible to injuries, right hand down. We're going to Skandasana to the left. Deep into your left knee. Come onto your right heel. I'm just kind of lifting my chest a little bit. I'm super respectful for where I'm tight. Okay, cat-like, over to the right, smooth. I like to come onto my left heel and then flex my toes back. Okay, back to the left. Careful left shoulder inside, fingers down, right arm up. Awesome. Last time, back to the right, smooth. Okay, fantastic. Deep runner's lunge towards my left foot. As I come up, crescent pose, arms to the sky. So right where we started. Okay, right elbow outside my left knee and a little deeper twist. I'm going to stack my left shoulder on top of my right heel to the center. I'm trying to use my elbow as leverage to lengthen and then gently twist open. Hand to the floor, hand to the sky if you want more. Out with the old, in with the new. Feel it. As we untwist, step back, top of a push-up. Fantastic. Holding plank. Noticing how connected we are from our legs to our arms, our heels to our shoulders, shoulders to our wrists, tailbone to your head. Okay, we're going to sidearm balance on our right side. Right hand below your shoulder, left hand to the sky. Modification on your right knee. Head draws back a little bit. Left fingers, use your hands. Left arm out of your ear. Breathe, don't fight it, embrace it. And we'll switch sides. Left hand low, your right hand high. Now, if you stack your feet, you got to lift your hips. You don't want to be doing this. If not, you're on your knee. All good. Right arm forward. And then raising the corners of your mouth allows it to not be so serious, man. This is playtime. Okay, top of a push-up. Awesome. A lower to our forearms, forearm plank. Okay, I like to interlace my hands. I've got this little wrist injury. If not, your forearms run parallel. Trying to work the thumb side of your wrist down. If not, the pinkies are rooting down as you're interlaced. Now, I can always modify my knees, but I've got a half a minute to see if I cannot react. To stay committed to your breath. To living in the moment. To eliminating distractions. To identify our truth, what we're here for. Never losing sight of the bigger picture, going through our daily routine. Last 3 breaths. And drop to your knees, separate your hands, Sphinx. So we come all the way down onto your forearms. Your pelvis is on the floor, tops of your feet. I'm kind of tractioning my forearms back, pulling my heart forward. Great job. Curl your toes, forearm plank. And then we're going to walk our feet towards our elbows, looking in between your feet. Okay, so you're in like downward dog with really short arms. Now for me, again, I love to bend my knees because I can get the weight back. The minute I straighten my legs, the weight comes forward. It's just so intense. And then separate your hands, bend your knees a lot. Come on up, downward facing dog. Notice how much easier it is on your hands. Audible exhale, let it go. And arrive. Equanimity, man. Finding balance. Finding clarity. In the eye of the storm. We are so calm and peaceful. Right leg lifts. Step through carefully. Crescent pose, right side. Inhale just picks you right up. We are energized, feeling empowered. Right, cactus open, shoulders back. Freedom, tongue out. Love for you and each other. Okay, warrior 3 as we balance. Float. Now, I pick my spot on the floor to look at. My hands can be at my heart, fingers can be back, everything. I just want my heart open. If my arms are forward, I just got to lift them up a little. And I'm using my stomach. Okay, hands in my heart, left knee in and up. I'm going to grab hold of my left knee. I'm going to grow tall, flexing my toes up, then reaching up. And maybe extend your left leg. How do you react when you're challenged? Getting angry is just a waste of time, man. Don't do it. Warrior 3. Hands come to your heart. Stay in control. Standing splits. Beautiful job. Bend your knee a little or a lot if you need your right one. Let your head drop. Audible exhale. Okay, tap. Left knee, right calf. Inhale, straight back. Heal yourself. Don't hurt. Last one. Okay, warrior 1 as you step back now, your left foot flat. Now, if your stance is too short and your knee goes past your toes, you want a wider stance. You don't want it so wide that your knee doesn't get to your heel, but somewhere between your heel and your toes. Okay, now as I take my hands to my waist, lower belly in, squaring off. Gaze would go up. Back foot flat, soft teeth and toes. Interlace your hands. Opposite thumb on top. Receiving more guidance, man. Putting out the energy that you want to come back to you as you bow forward. Now I'm trying to distribute the weight and balance equally by not overbending my right knee. I can feel myself, the energy inside me building. That's my bandhas and my breath, all the way up warrior 1. Okay, hands drop to my heart. We'll give you the backside view here, warrior 2. So Left heel, left knee, left hip. You got that beautiful line. Double hip opener. I'm not coming forward with my left hip. Tailbone to the ground. Arms wide. Okay, arms in eagle, right arm on top. And you can see my shoulders softening down my back. Strong core. Not aggressive, all love, man. One love. Okay, warrior, 2 arms, gaze out of your right middle finger. Okay, right palm up, reach back, reverse. Beautiful, warrior 2, you got 4 breaths. Finding stillness. Observe what you stir up internally, man. First step is listening. Straightening your right leg. Shorten your stance a little bit. Okay, reach back, reverse triangle. I love to have a little bend in my right knee here. And then triangle pose, Trikanasana. Handing my shin, just above my knee, left hand up. I don't want to just collapse down. Okay, left arm out of your ear, reach. Twist your heart open to the sky. Okay, left hand, left hip. We'll try this balance on this side. Ardha, Chandrasana. Ardha, half Chandra moon. Asana pose. Half moon pose. Oops. Sometimes you need a little help from your friends. Okay, right fingers down, left arm up. Okay, now maybe I'm going to kind of lift up onto my fingertips on my right hand, and maybe my hand to my heart. I'm not holding my breath. And then I step back with warrior on right thigh. Now you can see I don't want my right shoulder in. I want it back. Tailbone lengthening my heel. Head back, then my left arm forward. My palm faces the floor. My palm goes up, my shoulder comes to my ear. My shoulder down my back. Now, if you're feeling it, both arms forward. Okay, right forearm, right thigh. Inhale, warrior 2, last 7 breaths. Get it. Don't run away, man. Feels good. That's your mantra. Last 2. And windmill your hands down. Step back plank. Beautiful job. Okay, second set of these little baby push-ups. Good. Upward dog, shoulders back. And downward dog, exhale. Awesome. Okay, we'll drop to our knees, child's pose. Just take a moment, check in. Notice the energy within you and around you. So mindful. Okay, we're going to take our hands to our sacrum. We're going to do a little sequence called Vinyasa. So you'll watch me first. Hands to my sacrum. I'm in child's pose. Okay, on my inhale, I'm grounding as I'm reaching up high. Gaze would go up, fingertips high. Peak of my inhale, I'm up. Exhale, strong core. I'm all the way down, hands behind my back. Hands behind my back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale all the way forward. So it's just smooth, man. Okay, we got 10. That's 2. Inhale, ground as you lift, strong. Exhale, pour it out. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up with your breath. Exhale, pouring it out. So everything we need in life, all the way up, we got 3 more, is within us and all around us. It's at our fingertips and it's inside. And this practice, by following our breath and our heartbeat, allows us to identify our gifts. Last one, our creativity, our wisdom, our knowledge. Hands at our heart, we're going to stay here. Okay, Ustrasana camel. These back bends have been so crucial during COVID, especially being at home a lot. Everything around your computer wants to close the heart. The freedom comes from these little back bends. So when we back bend, be super careful. You don't want to hurt your back. But my thumbs are on my sacrum here. I'm just trying to lengthen my tail down as my belly lifts up. Hips above my knees. You can curl your toes under. Reach back for your heels. Camel. Sanskrit, Ustrasana, camel pose. Oh. Tug out. Come on up. Sit on your heels or in between. Hero pose, Virasana, hero. We honor the hero within. All the heroes in the world. Here we go. Come on up. Here we go. Number 2, Ustrasana. Gentle back bend. Don't break your back. Open your heart. Clear your mind. And come on up. Seal it in. Feel that openness. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Virasana. To Ustrasana, camel. Nose, throat, heart. Last 2 breaths. Beautiful. Come up, seal it in. Gratitude for yourself for showing up on your mat. To identify the light, the love. As we come onto all fours, we'll find downward facing dog. Awesome job. Okay, walk your hands to your feet. We're going to be at the back of our mat. You're going to take your peace fingers, first 2 fingers and thumb, grab onto your big toes. Take a big breath in for length. Now I got to ground through the 4 corners of each foot. Inhale, and then elbows wide as my shoulders float. Feel that nice little hamstring calf, Achilles stretch, my hip flexor, a little bit in the glutes. Keep trying to suck your belly in so your breath is behind your heart. Last 2. Okay, lower belly lock for length on your inhale. Walk your hands forward, downward dog. Awesome job. Okay, your left leg will lift on your inhale, straight back. Step through left side crescent, stay on your toes. Inhale, pick yourself up. We've already been here. Okay, hands fall to my heart. Warrior 3, float. We'll come back and do that other twist in a second. Okay, right knee in and up again. Pick your spot out the window or up to the ceiling or whatever you're looking at. I'm looking out the window. Reach out. Okay, hand start, warrior 3, smooth. If balancing is challenging for you, it just takes a little extra focus and concentration. Being present, both hands down. And we're going to drop our right foot down 2 feet behind your left. You're going to walk your hands back towards your foot. If your fingers are not on the floor, you can grab like some props, whether it's a paper towels, a books, whatever you got handy at the house. If you can get your hands down without locking your knee, big breath in. You can see my hips getting square as I fold. Pyramid pose. Head is heavy. Teeth are soft. Always trying to raise the corners of my mouth a little bit, man. Life is already serious enough. On your inhale, filling yourself up with the values you want to see more of in yourself. At the same time, we're releasing anxiety, nervousness, fears, challenges that we face within ourselves and our environments every day. Right hand outside your foot, left hand to the sky. Twisting, triangle pose. Pavrita, Trikanasana, twisting triangle. So left hip back, careful on your knee. Twisting into my left hip, my spine. Feels good to be alive. Untwist carefully. Step forward with your right foot. Beautiful job. Big breath in for length. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Step back, left foot. Okay, crescent pose right side as I reach up. Modify on your knee if you need. Okay, left elbow outside my right knee, now a little deeper twist. Thumbs are going to come to my breastbone. I'm going to take my left hand maybe outside to the floor, right hand up. Feel free to go inside, easier. Especially if you're new to yoga, man. It's a healing, it's not a sport. This is the only body we get. We can't trade it in. We got to look forward, not back. Okay, right hand down. Beautiful. Step back, three-legged dog, right leg straight back. Shake it out. Okay, now step through right side crescent pose all the way up, light. It's a moving meditation. Cactus, shoulders. Hands to your heart. Warrior 3, float. Hands to your heart, left knee in and up. Pick the spot. Reach. Muscle memory when we come back to the same poses. Okay, pendulum back, warrior 3. Careful, gaze right at the floor. Hands at our heart. Standing splits. Awesome job, guys. Left leg lifts, your head's falling. And we'll step our left foot back 2 feet behind your right. Walk your hands back towards your right foot. Grab your props if you have them. Breath in. Right hip back. Breath is in my heart, not in my belly. And full. Just be a great listener to you. There's distractions all around us. Phone calls, meetings, emails. Everything wants to draw us away from ourselves. Our breath, our heartbeat brings everything back home to our heart center. We identify who we are, man. Left hand outside your foot, right hand to the sky, twisting triangle pose. We can only carry so much emotional baggage with us. Stress and tension, man. Before it starts to have a negative impact on our life, we've got to wait, let it go so it's not weighing us down. We want to feel lighter, not heavier. Untwist. Carefully step forward, left foot, feet hip width apart. We'll try this little infinity grip. So your hands behind your calves. My left hand for the front of my right shin, my right hand for the front of my left shin. Big breath in and full. Oh, yeah. Let it happen. The less hard we try on our yoga mat, the better it feels. Okay, releasing your knuckles to the floor. Bend your knees. Use your stomach and your legs. Mother Earth, rise up to standing, reach high to the sky. Hands drop to your heart center, Samastitihi. Take a moment, check in. Notice how present you are. Feel the connection to yourself, to your spirit, to what motivates and inspires you every single day. The connection to each other. Okay, lower belly in, reach up high, gaze your hands. Energy is building. Exhale, swan dive forward, pour your heart out. Big breath in. Step back plank. Okay, Chaturanga Dandasana, nice little cleansing breath coming forward. Inhale, shoulders back. Legs are strong in upward dog. And then down dog, exhale. Beautiful, breathe, 3. Arrive in the poses. Train yourself to be present on your mat so that when you're off your mat, you're just as present. Big step through left side. Warrior 1, right foot flat. Inhale, ground your feet as you reach up. Beautiful. Warrior 2 as I open up my right toes, feet are perpendicular. Finger to fingers, feel it. Shoulders down your back, grow tall. Reach back, reverse, careful. Ah, it feels good. Little side stretch, left floating ribs. Positive flow of energy. Left hand all the way to the floor if you can, right hand up. Our breath unlocks the tightness in our body. Right arm forward. Okay, right hand behind your back, inner left hip crease. I'm going to draw my shoulders back. You can straighten your leg and rebend as many times as you'd like. Full bind if you can get there. Now I'm interlacing my fingers, drawing my left hip under. My right shoulder back, my head back. I've got these last 5 breaths. There's nowhere to go. I'm already here. We're here together. We practice for each other. Beautiful. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes in. Step your right foot closer to your left. Bring your feet closer. Okay, now with the clasp behind your back into this little birds of paradise as we lift our left leg. You got to spread your right toes out and maybe lift your left leg up. I'm so careful on my left shoulder. And I'll step my left foot down, my right foot back. Okay, left hand inside my foot, right hand to the sky. Inhale, warrior 2 without reacting. And straighten your left leg. Turn your toes in, will face me. Hands on your waist. Arches are lifting. Okay, wide-legged forward fold. Peace fingers again. Right to the big toes. Okay, big breath in, careful. Try not to bow out the backs of your knees as you pull your chest in between your knees as your shoulders float. Little resting pose, feel it. Strong stomach, breath is up and down your spine. Don't run away. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, hands to the floor. Skandasana to the right. Okay, now we try to bind your arm around your knee, arm around your back. Only if your breath is there. Okay, smooth. Last time, back to the left. Bind optional. If not, fingers down, left hand down, right arm up. If you can bind, arm around your knee, arm around your back. I'm trying to lift my chest, my right shoulder back a little. The last 3 breaths. Looking inward. Okay, deep runner's lunge towards my right foot. Warrior 1 towards the right. So back foot is flat, angled 45 degrees forward. Lower belly in, breath is right behind my heart. Warrior 2 as I open up. Full hip opener. Tailbone down, belly in. Reach back, reverse, careful. Let it feel good, man. I want to heal ourselves from the inside out. Right hand down, so wrist, ankle, shoulder, knee. These are my connections. Left arm up. Okay, left arm out of my ear. Feel the line. Left hand behind your back. Full bind if you can get there. Right fingers for my left. Right hip drawing under, left shoulder back. I'm not taking it that seriously because I'm going to raise the corners of my mouth. Two to go. Straightening your right leg, turn your right toes in. Step your left foot closer. Step your right foot closer. Now looking at your left big toe, spread your toes out. You'll lift your right leg up. Optional. Maybe straighten. Keep it peaceful, not painful. Okay, right foot down. Step back. Okay, right hand inside, left arm up. Inhale, warrior 2. And straighten your right leg. Beautiful job. Hands on my waist. Okay, this time hands all the way to the floor. Okay, now I'm going to walk my hands through my legs. I'm pretty flexible. It is easy to bow out the backs of my knees. I got to be super careful. And then I'm going to walk my hands through. Head is heavy. Okay, if you like to get upside down, this will be our first inversion. Headstand. You're going to measure it out the same way if you're a headstander. If you have any neck injuries, don't go there. I like to grab my elbows, interlace my hands. So the heels of my hands are together. I don't want my elbows wide. My elbows are in a little bit. I'm going to plant the crown of my head to the floor. I'm going to lift my tail, and my feet are going to levitate up. And I'm lifting out of my neck, my shoulders to my feet. My stomach is strong. And I am shifting perspective. Seeing how I've been living and what little adjustments I can make to live in better harmony with myself, with each other, with Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Legs wide as we come on down. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Okay, we'll turn our toes out, our heels in. One of my favorite poses during COVID, this standing frog gun. Okay, now lower belly in. It's a double hip opener. You got to be super careful on your inner thighs, your groin area, and then be very aware. Lengthen, lower belly in, hands behind my head. You know, it's just like my back was to the wall, and you can straighten your legs and rebend anytime. Left elbow towards my left thigh as I exhale. Inhale your head to the sky. Exhale, elbow to right thigh. Inhale. Okay, 5%. Just waking up our body, man. Noticing areas that we tend to neglect. As we nurture them open. Last one per. It's a great physical workout, but what it does for us mentally, most important. It's like the Jedi mind trick. We come to our mat for the physical, but we leave in such a beautiful state where everything's in line, the stars are aligning. Hands at your heart, last 5 breaths. Gratitude for yourself, right? Showing up on your mat, and for everyone else practicing together right now, last breath. And straighten your legs, turn your toes in. Awesome job. Okay, hands to the floor. Okay, I'm going to separate my feet a little wider. It's like the splits. You don't want to slide somewhere you've never been. It's not going to feel good. So be aware. You have nothing to prove but leaving your mat feeling better than you do right now. Samachanasana. Same side splits. Okay, now we're going to drop to our knees in the arches of our feet. And you can see my feet are out wide. I don't want my feet so close together. And the way you're not going to feel it as much is by coming forward. The way you feel it more is by drawing your belly in, lengthen your tail in between your heels as we hang out peacefully for at least a minute. And this can be very confrontational and in your face. And I can feel my teeth wanting to clench together. I got to relax my jaw. I want my breath to flow freely as I surrender to the flow of my life. Letting go of a little control. How to spend less time worrying. Less time holding grudges, man. Most powerful qualities we have: forgiveness, letting go, having compassion, love for each other and ourselves. That's what's going to bring us closer together. Help us to overcome challenges that we face every day, personally, as a business, as we walk down our path in this crazy world right now we're living in. Changes come from looking within, having the courage to live them. Audible exhale, then last 20 seconds. Now, if you feel like you're going to throw up, you're in the right spot. If you're in pain, you're too far. If you're nauseous, you're good. Last 5 breaths. Deepest breaths you've taken all practice long. Please don't run away. Pure love, man. Feel it for yourself. Last breath. Be so careful now. I like to come forward, bring my toes together, rock the weight back, crawl my knees together carefully. And then we'll walk it out, downward dog. Fantastic. Oh, that one gets in there. Okay, right leg will left. Oh, man. Whew. That'll wake you up. Get your right foot down, your left leg up. Beautiful. Okay, left foot down. Awesome. Okay, mindful. Bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Big inhale for length. Exhale for depth. Inhale, rise up. Hands fall to my heart. Okay. Tree pose, Virksasana tree. Left foot, inner right thigh. I've got to have a great foundation like a tree. My roots have got to grow off the sole of my foot or I'm going to wobble. Hands on my heart. Equal pressure foot to thigh, thigh to foot. Then maybe reaching up. If you wobble a little bit, it's like the tree blowing in the wind. It's all good, man. But strong core. Fingers. Breath is in my heart. Maybe look up. You got to trust yourself, man. You got to believe in yourself. Hands on my waist. Left knee forward. Okay, left hand, left knee. We've already been there. If you want more, grab onto your big toe. Extending your heel forward. I'll give you all these Sanskrits. Uttita hasta padagustasana. Hand to big toe, extended leg. And then left leg out to the left, right arm out to the right. Grow tall. Breathe. Okay, left leg forward, right hand outside your foot if you can, left hand reach back. Oh, what a great hip stretch. Okay, stay strong, untwist, feel it. You got this. You can bend your knee, last breath. And feet together, hands at our heart. Take a moment, check in. Okay, other side, tree, Virksasana. Tree, right foot under left thigh. If that's too hard in your balance, all the foot to the floor, or you can just go to the wall. If not, you spread your left toes out, equal pressure, active core, freedom. Got to embrace who we are, man. So trying to change every little thing about ourselves. We're all flawed. Nobody wants to be perfect. Just want this stronger connection to ourselves and each other. Right knee forward, grab hold of your near your big toe. Extending your heel, grow tall. Keep it peaceful. As we navigate ourselves through our lives, just levitating around so naturally high. Right leg forward, left hand outside your foot, right arm reach back. And maybe look to the right or back to your hand. Careful. Beautiful. Both arms up. Feel it. Don't run away. Last two. And feet together, hands at our heart. Okay, last standing balancing pose. Dancer pose. Left hand, palm facing out. Grab hold of the arch of your foot. Bring your knees closer, right arm up. Okay, now I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to kick back. And I'm going to distribute this weight evenly. As I kick back, I'm reaching forward. And the net is unbreakable, so we don't worry about falling, man. Because we've got unconditional love and support for ourselves and each other. But we pick each other up when we fall. It's all about being resilient, man. Not letting little things hold us back. Feet together, hands at our heart. Honor yourself and each other. Okay, last side. Right hand down, palm facing out, left arm up. Okay, I'm not locking my left leg. Careful. And I'm kicking back to distribute the weight. If I'm going to fall, I'm going to fall towards you. I'm identifying the love. And feet together, hands at our heart. Awesome practice. Come to the top of your mat. Drop those palms of yours. Reach up high, gaze to your hand. Swan dive forward. Pour out any tension. Big inhale. Step back. Last Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel it. Big cleansing breath. Open heart, tongue out. Downward dog. Okay, jump through. Lie on your back. Awesome job, guys. Way to show up, man. Hug your knees in. We're going to try this little happy baby, grabbing the arches of your feet. Now, again, I can feel like my shoulders and lower back want to lift. I'm trying to soften them down. All right, so we're going to work into our core. For me, the core work and the back bends just give us the most amazing posture. And our posture really dictates and shows a lot about how we're feeling, what's going on currently in our life. So feet flat, hands behind our head. So exhale, little baby crunches. Inhale back. Hands are cradling your head. And I am moving to the flow of my breath. It's an awakening for my core. Identifying it's there. And I got to use it. Last 10. My gaze is up the wall or on the ceiling. Dig deep, man. Left elbow, right knee. Right elbow, left knee. It's not a race. So the practice reveals to us our strengths, our weaknesses, things we struggle with, the things that we need to work a little more on. It also gives us the tools to overcome some of these challenges we face every day, our struggles. And they're real, man. That's 7 per side. Finish strong. If you need a break, take it anytime. Good breath. Last one per. Okay, we're going to side crunch, knees to the right. Lifting your feet, flex your toes. Breathing into my left oblique. Hands are cradling my head. Any little variation of a side crunch. Stay committed to your breath, please. On and off your mat. Okay, we'll switch sides carefully. Take your time. Last 5. Awesome job. Okay, untwist. Give your knees a hug. Last to the core. Okay, palms flat. You're going to lift your legs. I'm going to slide my thumbs, like making a goalpost with my thumbs, just kind of under my tush a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to look at my feet. My left leg's going to drop, these little leg lifts. Exhale, lift up. So inhale, you're going to lower. Your heels maybe a foot off the floor. Exhale, lift up. You got to be super mindful, please, of keeping your lower back grounded the entire time. You don't want your lower back lifting and lowering. It's only going to hurt. Don't go there. And you don't want your leg popping. If your hip's popping, okay, switch legs, right side. Okay, both legs together, final 5, feel it. So connected from head to toe, right to left, inside out, front to back, feel it. Top to bottom, last 2. Okay, this one, stop and hold. You pick the height. Tap those heels of yours. You got this, 15 little taps. Okay, we're gonna scissor our legs. This will be it. Right on top, left on top. You can stay stationary or you can climb the ladder up and down. You just gotta dig a little deep, my friends. You got this. Okay, stop and hold. Look at your feet. Feel the work you've done. Your mantra is it feels good. Last breath. And release. Audible exhale, let it go. It feels good to be alive, man. Okay, like I said, the core work and now the back bends. So feet flat. I'm going to take my fingers and just tickle my heels. I'm going to lift my hips. I'm going to interlace my hands without over peaking my hips too high. Be super careful. So my hands below. Wiggle your shoulders together. So if I was behind you, I could slide a little pencil or a pen right in between your scapulas behind your neck. It would just kind of slide right in there. Now controlling your breath out of your belly into your heart. Last one. And carefully down. Beautiful job. Okay, if you got wheel, back bends are life-changing, man. You just start to explode some of this energy from our past that is just taking up spot, covering up the love, the light. Wheel, thumbs to your ears, crown of your head to the floor. I try to work my elbows in, and then I pulse up. I'm receiving on my inhales. I am letting go on my exhales. And there's so much bliss in the back bends. Exhale down. Yeah. Okay, when you're ready, we'll come back up. Easy bridge pose or wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. Breath is right in my heart, not my belly. No matter what back bend you're in, last three. Freedom. And down. Okay, let your knees windshield wiper to the right. So your feet are hip width apart, be careful. Okay, so careful over to the left, be smooth. Oh, mama. Okay, one more time each way, easy does it. Awesome. Okay, back to center, give your knees a hug. And then we'll roll up to sitting. Okay, straighten your legs forward. Okay, I like to pick up the fleshy part of my tush and move it out of the way a little bit. Okay, now as I'm in this seated forward fold, flexing my toes back, I don't want my feet to fall open. Reach up high, flex your toes towards you, grab whatever you can, whether it's your knees, do not overstretch, not one time. Your feet, your ankles. Try to eliminate a little roundness and fold. Now just observe. Breath is behind my heart. You got another half a minute. So the back bends are an awakening. They light a fire in us. They open our heart, our mind, our eyes to seeing the bigger picture. Not just getting caught up in our daily routine. Don't lose sight of why you're here. Bigger picture. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Last 5 breaths. We're here to do things out of the goodness of our heart without expecting things in return. And we're using our life for service to help others. Okay, hands come behind me. I'm going to lift my hips a little bit. Feet go flat. I'm going to slowly come down. I'm going to cross my legs, coming into downward facing dog. As we'll come into my favorite pose, half pigeon. So left knee, left thumb, left toes, right wrist. You're going to slide your right knee back. I'm going to come forward. Now you got to be super careful it doesn't hurt your knee. The modification would be reclining pigeon with your ankle on your thigh. Then you grab your knee, go behind, front, head back. If your head's floating, a pillow, please. So it's the biggest joint in our body, our hips. They are magnets for life experiences that we go through. They just get drawn in there. And the minute our hips start to get a little tight, we tend to run away from it. Just, oh, I'm just so tight, but it affects my lower back, my neck and shoulders because I'm so connected. But if I spend a little time every day working into my hips, it instantly is going to increase the flow of energy in a positive way. To release the darkness, to live the light. We are pure light, pure love at our core. We're just very emotional beings. But can you start to sort through some of the things that you hold? And it's so healthy to have a little laugh or a cry. As you let your guard down and let yourself in, another half a minute, we're almost there. Last 3 breaths. Notice the balance in your breath, in your mind, in your body. Let it carry over into the balance in your life. Walking your hands towards you, reach back, right hand, right foot. Great job. If that's too intense, don't do it. King Pigeon, Ekapada, Raja, Kapotasana. Kapotasana, King. Or Pigeon, Raja, King. Okay, 3-legged dog. Shake. Awesome. Okay, when that side releases, we'll do the other. So whether you're on your back with your right ankle on your left thigh, or your right knee towards your right thumb, then your right toes towards your left wrist, excuse me. And I'm just gonna settle in. I wanna feel it, maybe my inner thigh a little bit on my right side, but especially in the outside of my hip. You don't wanna irritate your knee. Commit to stillness in your breath as you take the journey within. It's all about losing track of time. The moment is so special when we're in it. And we can clean out some of the noise. Using our mind as an ally. Trusting our intuitive voice to guide us down our path. And those close to us in our life for support, for guidance. Audible exhale. For strength. Last 20 seconds. Awesome job. Walk your hands towards you, reach back, left hand, left foot. Draw your heel towards you. We'll shake it out, 3-legged dog. Awesome job. Okay, we'll jump all the way through. Great practice, man. This last little twist before our final resting pose. So slide your heels in, right leg on top. We'll take an eagle twist. So knees fall to the left. You gaze upward to your right hand. You don't want your right hand so high. Your right hand a little bit lower than your shoulder. I'm getting the richness of my inhale. And I'm twisting as I exhale. You can notice how much more receptive your body is at the end of the practice compared to the beginning. Take your time on twist. Other side, last side, you made it, guys. Awesome. Totally stoked. Big breath. We're going to have an amazing afternoon, or wherever you are. As we untwist, give your knees a finishing hug. Gratitude and love for yourself, for each other, for showing up as we lay this practice to rest. Shavasana. So palms up, feet open. Let yourself relax. It's the most important pose now of them all. It's the pose that allows us to receive the benefits of our effort, the energy, the vibration of love and light, of compassion and kindness for ourselves, as we're going to radiate this towards others. And it's going to bring us closer together. So you soften your belly, relax your breath, let your body find stillness. And you just start to work your way from your feet, which become heavy, your toes soften, through your heels and your ankles, your Achilles. And with every exhale, your physical body becomes a little bit heavier as it melts your calves, your quads, all these big muscles, your pelvis, your hips into Mother Earth. And you work your way up your spine. You notice your sternum, your rib cage protecting all these internal organs. And then from your fingers to your wrists, to your forearms, biceps, triceps, all the way to your shoulders. As you just soften your shoulders into Mother Earth, you feel your heart blossoming open, shining so bright. And our throat relaxes because it's about communication, being able to deliver our message from a place of love. And your third eye, your facial expression softens. Your mind's eye sinks deep into your brain. So we try to think love, spread love, finding clarity in our lives, and using our life for service. As you lay in stillness and peace and harmony with yourself, mindful of the space within and the space around. And you feel the lightness of your spiritual body as it casts down this white healing light. And you notice how bright of a divine light is shining from within you and upon you. And it's the healing, it's love. It always has been, it always will be. Pure love. Soak it up. You start to observe the stillness, the energy that's running through you. As we vibrate this love, this light onto ourselves and each other. As we harness this energy in such a positive way that it's going to guide us every moment of every day, and trying not to take a day off or a moment off from it. Audible exhale through your mouth. Two more times. Last exhale. as we feel refreshed, enlightened. We lit the fire within ourselves to live this feeling. Awakening your fingers and your toes as we rejoin this practice. Beautiful job. Reaching your arms overhead, hollow out your belly, flex your toes towards you. And then quietly slide your heels towards you, rolling onto whatever side is the most comfortable, and then rest your head on your arm. And then as we rise up to a comfortable seat, you notice your posture, whether you sit on your knees or cross-legged, shoulders back, growing tall with your breath up and down your spine. Hands at our heart, gratitude for yourself for showing up. Takes a lot of courage to show up on our mat. Gratitude for everyone else, co-creating the energy, the vibe together. And then sending the energy out to those who need some strength, some love, some support as we stand up for ourselves and each other as it brings us closer together. So from the highest place within me, which I know to be divine, I honor that space within each one of you. As we open our eyes, one love, thank you so much for having me. Honored to be able to spend this hour and a half with you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you all so much for coming, man. Honored to be able to spend this hour and a half with you. Totally grateful and appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That was phenomenal.
Thank you guys, man.
Namaste.
Namaste, Amy. Nice to see you. Nice to practice with you. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Honored to be able to be part of your day. So thanks.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
I'll be in touch.
Bye.
Peace.